Unit 9. Recording 1. Lesson 9A. Exercise 1.
Look at all this cool stuff. What do you think? Which is better, a tablet or a laptop?
A laptop. I don't really like using touchscreens. I prefer to have a keyboard.
I know what you mean, but I'd so like a tablet. Come on, let's go in.
Oh no. Knowing you, you'll decide to test every game in the shop.
No, I promise not to be long. I fancy trying out some new apps, that's all.
Well, okay. I don't mind going in for a bit. Why do you keep staring at that games console, Tom?
Well, it's so cool. Do you like it?
What do you want me to say? Yes, it's great, but look at the price. You can't afford to buy it.
I could save my pocket money.
Tom, you get £5 a week. It'll take you 30 weeks.
We could go halves.
Nice try, Tom. Nice try.
Unit 9. Recording 2. Lesson 9A. Exercise 5.
App, application. Charge. Games console. MP3 player. Reboot. Smartphone. Tablet. Touchscreen. Upload. Wi-Fi.
Unit 9. Recording 3. Lesson 9B. Exercise 2.
Superman. Have you ever watched or competed in a triathlon? If so, you already know that it isn't easy. Competitors have to run, swim and cycle long distances. But that's not all. They mustn't stop between each section, and they even have to change their clothes fast. It's part of the race. They don't have to wear special clothes when they are cycling. Some cycle in their wetsuits. But they must put on their helmets before they touch their bikes. If not, they are disqualified. For American athlete Joe Salter, that wasn't challenging enough. When he took part in a triathlon in 2012, he decided to juggle at the same time. First, he swam nearly half a kilometre. He had to swim on his back, of course. While he was swimming, in the sea, not a pool, he managed to juggle 3 balls. Next, he cycled 26 kilometres. He could only use one hand because he had to hold the handlebar with the other, but he juggled 2 balls the whole way. Finally, he ran nearly 6.5 kilometres and juggled 3 balls at the same time. He only dropped a ball 3 times. Luckily, it happened while he was swimming, so he didn't have to go back for it. It was floating next to him. Joe crossed the line in just under 2 hours. Spectators lined the track and cheered. He hadn't won the race, but he'd set a world record for the juggling triathlon. The Jugathlon.
Unit 9. Recording 4. Lesson 9B. Exercise 5A.
Equipment. Ball. Basket. Bat. Glove. Goal. Helmet. Net. Racket. Shin pads. Wetsuit. People. Athlete. Coach. Cyclist. Goalkeeper. Player. Referee. Spectator. Team. Umpire. Actions. Beat your opponent. Beat a team. Hit the ball. Kick the ball. Throw the ball. Pass the ball. Play a match. Win a match. Lose a match. Draw a match. Score a goal. Score a point.
Unit 9. Recording 5. Lesson 9B. Exercise 8.
I like the idea of joggling. You know, juggling and running, but it sounds really hard.
Yes, it does. What other sports could go together? What about ice skating and table tennis?
That sounds awful. How would you play it? What would the rules be?
Ooh, I don't know. Players have to keep moving round the table and they have to keep hitting the ball over the net at the same time.
Genius. What do they have to do with their bats?
Good question. They mustn't drop them.
OK. And how do you win? How many points do you have to score? 20?
No, that's too many. Let's say, 10.
Fine. And what would you call this new game? Table skating?
Yes, that's it!
Unit 9. Recording 6. Lesson 9C. Exercise 2.
Back home again in sunny California. I'm already missing my British friends. I'm not very good at goodbyes, but thanks for coming to the airport, guys. Hope you liked this final photo. The flight was delayed, and we all got very fed up with sitting around and got tired of airport food, too. The plane itself was pretty similar to the one we flew out on. We even had the same seats, and the food seemed the same, too. I'm going back to school tomorrow. I'm quite excited about it, I guess. And I'm interested in seeing how everyone's changed. I wonder if they'll be impressed by my British accent. LOL.
Hi, Martin. It's very quiet round here without you. How's it going?
Fine. After a bit of a culture shock. It's so different from London. I'd forgotten.
Yeah, London isn't exactly famous for sunshine and beaches.
Well, you know you're welcome to visit any time.
Thanks. Mum and Dad are quite keen on the idea, I think. They said maybe in the spring. I hope they mean it.
Cool. I'm off now. Keep in touch.
Sure. We'll call you soon. Bye.
Unit 9. Recording 7. Lesson 9C. Exercise 7.
Linking sounds. Quite excited about it.
7A.
Quite excited about it. I'm interested in. Talked it over.
7B. 1.
Jack is keen on airports.
2.
He's interested in everything.
3.
He's awfully good at art.
4.
He isn't bad at anything.
Unit 9. Recording 8. Lesson 9C. Exercise 8.
Have a good trip. We'll miss you.
Thanks. I'll miss you too.
Let us know when you get there.
Sure. Thanks again for everything.
See you again soon, I hope. Take care.
You too. Bye then. See you soon.
Unit 9. Recording 9. Lesson 9D. Exercise 2.
Learn about some different sports. We all know something about football, the big teams, the famous players, but there are other sports. In different parts of the world, people get excited about watching games that you might not know. Ireland. Did you know that hurling is the national game in Ireland and is the fastest game on grass? It's over 3,000 years old, so it must be good. And it's dangerous too. You have to wear a helmet unless you want a nasty knock on the head. You play it with a wooden stick called a hurley, and in a team of 15 incredibly fast players. You can hit the ball with your hand or the stick, but you mustn't hold the ball in your hand for more than 4 steps. The women's version is called camogie. West Indies. The West Indies cricket team has players from 15 Caribbean nations, and they are all crazy about the game. Cricket is a bat and ball game played by 2 teams of 11 players. One team bats the ball and tries to score as many runs as possible. The other team bowls and fields, trying to get the batsman out. Some bowlers can bowl the ball at a speed of 100 miles per hour. You need a lot of spare time to watch cricket because it's a slow game and can take 5 days to play. Canada. The national Canadian summer sport is lacrosse, which is similar to hockey. But it's different from hockey because the stick has a net at the end to hold the ball, and it's a much more dangerous game. In the men's game, you must wear a lot of protective gear, gloves, shoulder pads, helmets, and a rib guard. 200 years ago, it was a Native American warrior game, played in teams of hundreds of players. Today, it's played in teams of 10, but it's still a game for warriors.
Unit 9. Recording 10. Lesson 9D. Exercise 5.
Hi, Haley. How's the project going?
Oh, great. I'm writing about cricket.
I don't know much about cricket. What have you learned?
Well, it was first played by the English in the 16th century.
Really?
Then, during the time of the British Empire, it was introduced in places like the West Indies, India, and Pakistan.
Yes, they love playing cricket in those countries.
And it's also very popular in Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. In fact, about 100 countries play cricket today.
They have competitions against each other, don't they?
Yes, they do. The oldest competition is called the Ashes.
The what?
The Ashes. Ashes. It's between England and Australia, and the first match was in 1882.
Cool. What are the rules of cricket then?
Okay. First of all, the batsman has to hit the ball as far as possible. Then he can run in between the wickets.
What are wickets?
They are 3 sticks in the ground. They're the goalposts, if you like.
How does the batsman score points?
When he runs between the wickets, he scores a run.
Oh, that sounds very complicated to me. And don't you get tired of watching this game?
Sometimes I get fed up of watching it because it can last for hours and even days. The Ashes games last 5 days.
Gosh, that's a long time. Have you been to see a match? I mean, a live match?
Never. But I'm going with my dad to see England versus the West Indies. I'm really looking forward to it.
Unit 9. Recording 11. Language revision.
Grammar. Exercise 1.
1,
She can't stand listening to rock music.
2,
Dan refused to do his homework.
3,
We managed to arrive on time.
4,
He denied stealing the money.
5,
I suggested going to the cinema.
6,
You promised not to tell my mum.
7,
I can't afford to buy a new bike.
8,
Jane enjoyed eating the pizza. Exercise 2.
1,
You don't have to pay for the ticket.
2,
Police officers usually have to wear uniforms.
3,
John has to get up early on Saturdays to go to work.
4,
You mustn't ride your bike at night without lights.
5,
We can buy lunch at school so we don't have to take sandwiches.
6,
Jack's finished his exams, so he doesn't have to do any homework. Exercise 3.
1,
We're fed up of the rain.
2,
I'm tired of listening to this music.
3,
David is worried about failing his maths exam.
4,
Kyle is responsible for the cooking.
5,
Your laptop is similar to mine.
6,
I'm scared of snakes. Vocabulary. Exercise 4. 1. E. 2. A. 3. B. 4. C. Exercise 5.
1,
Draw.
2,
Spectator.
3,
Pass.
4,
Coach.
5,
Hit. Phrases and use your English. Exercise 6.
1,
I know what you mean.
2,
I just have to make a few calls, that's all.
3,
We can go halves.
4,
Nice try, but I'd rather watch it on TV. Exercise 7.
1,
I will.
2,
You too.
3,
Have a safe trip.
4,
See you soon.
5,
Don't forget
6,
to keep in touch.
7,
I won't.
Copyright Pearson Education Limited, 2015.